Hello, and thanks for watching another episode of ARFCOM News, your twice-weekly dose of the finest 2A propaganda. First up today is this dummy smashing his shotgun to protest, guns in Texas or something. Claims he used to be a soldier, as if that has any bearing on anything whatsoever. Does he think it makes his opinions more valid? That's like saying, I was a librarian, so I think we should ban Harry Potter.
I'm sorry, these books are a little overdue.
He didn't say why he can't trust himself with guns, but he did admit he did it when he was drunk. He also didn't get around to saying whether he had plans to get rid of that hammer. That thing looks super gnarly. I mean, you could totally kill people with that thing too. I mean, if he's really worried he's gonna hurt someone, the only rational choice here is just to chop off his hand so you can't use any weapons at all. But it would be impossible for us to produce quality 2A propaganda without sponsors. So before we get to why the CEO of Cars for Kids is suing the state of New York, let's pay some bills. Today's video is sponsored by TNVC.com, your source for bespoke artisanal night vision products in all the latest colors.
If you like seeing stuff more than not seeing stuff, take a look at our sponsor, TNVC.com, your source for quality night vision gear to make you the bump in the night.
And by Gunstruction, choose between thousands of real-world components and accessories to spec out your dream build down to the tiniest detail, and when you're done, not only can you see exactly what it will look like with a custom finish, Gunstruction will also tell you what the total cost and weight will be, as well as list a detailed breakdown of every part. Gunstruction is free on Google Play and the App Store, and of course we'll link down there in the description.
1877 Cars for Kids, K-A-R-S Cars for Kids.
So that's in your head now, no need to thank me. The CEO of Cars for Kids also runs a Jewish kids summer camp in upstate New York and is suing the state of New York over their law prohibiting guns in places of worship. He says several of the staffers have been carrying firearms, but now they cannot with that new law that makes every place off limits, including places of worship, and that leaves the kids vulnerable to targeted anti-Semitic attacks. New York legislators did pass an amendment to the Floors Law of a bill allowing clergy and designated security personnel to carry in church, but the staffers are neither of those. Frankly, I don't see how New York's law could survive a court review on either First or Second Amendment grounds, but we'll keep you updated. In the meantime, I say every church just designates everyone as security. Richmond, Virginia is planning to use 80 grand in Koof Scare funding to stage another gun turn-in. These events have been proven time and again to be totally ineffective at reducing crime. So what's the real reason they keep trying them? Well, it could be as simple as your ordinary garden variety grift. As is so often the case with these events, the city is contracting with a politically active megachurch to host the event. So maybe it's just a convenient way for the mayor and council members to pay off some of the folks who got them elected. Just as government has no business telling worshipers in the last case what they can do at church, government also has no business giving money to churches to advance a political agenda. Whether or not this cobra farming stunt is legal, it is still an excellent opportunity for you to make some money. They haven't published details, so don't fire up the 3D printer just yet, but last year they bought 126 guns that didn't even work. Soon as we find out what the rules actually are, you can start cranking out harlots or pipe shotguns to your heart's content. Well, it looks like the FUD brigade over at the NRA fired up their gateway PCs over the holiday and went surfing the web with their freshly updated Internet Explorer 5 because they just found out about the injunction protecting SAF, GOA, and FPC members from harassment by the ATF over their imaginary brace rule, and now the NRA wants in, so they filed a suit to get the same kind of protection for their own members. Well, at first, they tried to join an existing SAF case, but they were denied, so a few days ago, they filed a separate suit. Maybe I'm just cynical, but does it seem like this is more about expanding their own membership than actually fighting unconstitutional laws? Because when it was just about fighting a bad law, they filed a couple of briefs. But when they saw the effect it could have on their bottom line, that's when they filed an actual lawsuit. I mean, you could spend your money on more suits for Wayne, or you could spend your money on more suits for the feds. If you donate your money to any other real gun rights group, it will do more. Because aside from the obvious corruption, the NRA doesn't have a great batting average right now. They keep giving truckloads of cash to the Brewer law firm in exchange for loss after loss after loss. And now, for your moment of zen. Do you like pews and other pew-related things? Do you want to help us keep delivering you pure, uncut American pew propaganda at the low, low price of free fitty? So do us a solid and get yourself something nice from tnvc.com. You deserve it. I love you. That was painful.